Welcome to this weekend's edition of Mocs News. I'm Harrison White.
And I'm Courtney Myrick.
When UTC released their crime log last semester, there was a low amount of heinous crimes that have been reported. However, alcohol and drug-related violations have seen the highest rate on campus. Stemming from a review of the University Echo's crime log, the Echo found that out of all the residence halls, Lockmiller has the highest number of both alcohol and marijuana violations, with 1 alcohol violation per 35 residents. UC Foundations has the second highest number of alcohol-related incidents, but the lowest rate of marijuana violations, with 1 per 178 residents. The complex with the least amount of total violations were Gary Apartments. Vice Chancellor of Housing and Residence Life Tim Johnson says he sees the pattern and says that factors may include state of patrol to each complex, as well as the age of the students, with places like Stoffel primarily hosting students who are over the age of 21. Police Chief Robert Ratchford didn't see a pattern, stating that circumstances vary among complexes depending on the students and the time.
A truck hit a power pole next to McKenzie Arena yesterday at around 9 a.m. It occurred on 4th Street just down the hill from the Blood Assurance building. Despite this, the driver is said to be fine, but the incident held up traffic, and because of the power pole snapping, it had to be replaced. I Love UTC Week kicked off Monday with a pep rally in Heritage Plaza. Students got to pick up I Love UTC shirts, buttons, and write messages about why they love UTC. Sororities, fraternities, and anyone who wanted to compete went head-to-head Wednesday in a moon pie eating contest. Other events included dodgeball, tennis matches, and a send-away ceremony at the Racket Center.
A new highly anticipated production from the theater department is in the works and will be ready for audiences by next week. Mocs News reporter Caitlin Klepper gives the inner workings and has more.
I'm Caitlin Klepper with Mocs News. Halloween is coming in April for the UTC Theater Department. The UTC Theater Department is currently working to open Young Frankenstein the Musical for their spring show. Young Frankenstein the Musical tells the story of Frederick Frankenstein, the grandson of Victor Frankenstein, who created the original Frankenstein monster. Trevor Miles, the actor playing Frederick Frankenstein, says that his character has chosen to be nothing like his monster-creating grandfather. He says not to worry, the audience will still get to see some monsters.
Certain things transpire to cause another monster to be born and history repeat itself. But in a very funny way.
This is a special role for Miles, who says that getting to play Frederick is a dream come true for him. A beloved character from the original Frankenstein also has a role in Young Frankenstein the Musical. Igor, the creepy, hunched-over doctor's assistant, shows up in the musical as Igor, played by Jake Zachary. Igor becomes Frederick's assistant in creating the new monster.
But I'm the one who kind of makes it happen. He says, get a brain, I get a brain. Get a body, I get a body. I'm kind of creepy in this show.
Zachary says that this role posed a challenge for him in that he is 6 feet tall, whereas his character required for him to be a short hunchback. He says that this leads to some physical humor. Along with monsters, the audience can also expect to see some dazzling song and dance numbers, including Together Again for the First Time, performed by Miles and Zachary.
Is Frankenstein and Igor for the first time together again.
Young Frankenstein the Musical opens Tuesday, April 14th and runs through Saturday, April 18th. All showings are at 7:30 with an additional matinee on Saturday at 2. Tickets can be purchased at the UTC Fine Arts Center. I'm Caitlin Klepper with Mocs News.
The meaning of life is questioned and compared with the 2014 science fiction film Interstellar during a lecture with Dr. Ethan Mills this week. An afternoon lecture was held this Thursday with philosophy professor Ethan Mills to discuss the movie Interstellar. The movie is about devastation that occurs on Earth and a group of explorers on a mission to sustain life for the rest of mankind. Dr. Mills invited some of his students and others to join in on a lecture about the movie and how it connects to the meaning of life. He explains that the movie has been compared to others, but there is a reason to why he decided to focus his topic on Interstellar.
Watching the movie, it was kind of, for me, it was just this really kind of emotional but also intellectually interesting experience, and I thought, why don't I say something interesting about this? Brought up all these thoughts.
As the topic of life came into the lecture, Dr. Mills explained a theory of human desire for performance and immortality and how that causes us to suffer. During the lecture, some students found that they had differing opinions on the topic.
And if we all got extinct and some other people came and found us, would that make us more meaningful or something like that? And there's the whole, it gives meaning to have a beginning and an end. But who does it give meaning to? I think that itself is just subjective.
If you haven't gotten a chance to see the movie, the Philosophy Club will be screening it in Holt Hall in the future. That does it for this edition of Mocs News. Thank you for joining us. Check out our videos uploaded throughout the week to YouTube.
We air on the UTC TV channel and Housing Channel 2.1. So tune in and have a great weekend from all of us here at Mocs News.